Hello again, YouTube. Manosphere Masters here. Check out my other channel. Check out my merchandise on my other channel. This is one of my hats. No. For No Matrix. On this channel is the Manosphere Masters. This is going to be more of the teaching channel. A lot of guys want you to believe that dealing with these women is about how much money you got and how you look. I mean, do I have to start naming people that prove that that doesn't matter? Do I? Do I really? I mean, I'm sure some women would like Will Smith. Look at his money. Look at his appearance. He's always lined up, trimmed. That don't stop Jada from disrespecting him and having an entanglement with practically a kid. But who's keeping score? We talked about that several months ago. What I want to talk about today is how to handle these women. People have a lot of viewpoints, but they don't teach y'all how to handle these women. I believe that in the last 20 some odd years, I had to deal with probably one of the most headstrong women in the universe. In some ways, I would say. More ways than most women. Every woman has their weaknesses, but she's probably more headstrong than a lot of these other women, which make me look at these other women. That's why I say I'm not gonna just not deal with them, because think about it. Look at the one that I dealt with and how headstrong she is. A little less headstrong might be a little easier. Because sometimes when a headstrong person start acting immature, that's when all the disrespect and insults come more often. But we're going to talk about how to treat them. How to treat them. Like, I've worked in corrections. I've worked in nursing homes. I've seen a variety of personalities in women. And a variety of ages. You got to know how to handle them. You got to know when to stand on them. You got to know when to argue with them, when not to argue with them. You got to know when to agree with them. You got to know when they're right. Because they're not always wrong, y'all. Just a lot of the time. Not always. You got to know when to give them their way a little bit. If you never given them their way, I mean, that ain't the way to go either. That ain't the way to go either. Oh my goodness, I'm yarning on camera. I've been out here. It's been a long day, y'all. But YouTube is showing me some love on this channel, and so have y'all. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start uploading more to this Manosphere Masters channel. On this one, we're going to talk about how to deal with these women. Let's start with the younger ones. What I'm noticing, like even on my pickups, even on some of my jobs, like my last job, it was a lot of women in their 20s, 30s. I'm in my late 40s. See, with all of them, you have to be concise and to the point. Because they'll try to give you looks. And they'll try to play games like hard to get. They'll secretly like you. Like, I'm going to show you something. There's one girl in particular, I know she liked me. But I never tried to get with her because back then, hey, that was before the in-depth studying of polygyny. So she ended up getting with somebody else. They did break up. I wasn't finna, like back then, I was monogamous. That polygyny stuff came around 2019, 2020. And it was reasons for it. I tell y'all some things, but I don't tell y'all everything. There were reasons for it. There were things that triggered the studies. But when I first met this particular person was 22 years old. And I knew I could get her. Come on now. I know that vibe. That's an easy one. Y'all gotta learn vibes. See, when a young 20s likes you, she's gonna have a bunch of question marks in her head, and she's gonna, because you know that's that impressionable age. So they're wondering, is this okay? It's more accepted in the South than it is in the Midwest. The Midwest, you start dating somebody that young, you gotta watch your back, because people don't really, it's not really a thing as much up here. And even if they try to agree to be your sugar baby, you better watch out for the setup. In the Midwest especially. Now in Texas, I noticed that them women will be in their 20s and they'll be liking dudes in their 40s. That was like more normal down there, and in Mississippi too. So when you dealing with these young women, you gotta be to the point, man. A younger woman, you have to connect with her more before you start. Because they automatically in their mind want to believe that an older man that's attracted to them is a pervert, because they don't understand that it's always been like that. Older guys have always been attracted to younger women. That's just how it had always been. My thing with these young women, why do y'all, should I say this? Why do y'all go crazy with that razor in your private? I can't wait till that trend is over. I can't wait, because I'm going to tell you like this. I've had a couple of them bald V's. Those don't smell as good. I think that, I can't, we all speak for ourselves. But women that had hair, they took more attention to detail with theirs. I think some of these women that ain't got no hair be thinking that that's all they got to do is shave. But they don't understand that that hair is gonna catch a lot of things that could be good and bad. Diseases, stench. You know, I don't know what y'all doing, man, but guys, I had conversations with a lot of guys. They like that. Like one of my strong associates, that's what he liked. Talking about suction cups and stuff. You say, man, you don't know what you missing, man. That's that suction cup. I say, nah, man. I like the forest. That's, you know. And the forest, it's I'm gonna tell you one of the good things about it. A lot of guys don't like it, so a woman, you could keep a woman from cheating with that. But man, we might end up having to do a part 2. You gotta connect with those young. Really, I would advise to connect with all these women first. See them a couple times, you know where they be at, see them a couple times. Like, I still believe the game, man. And I still got lines that I'm not going to share. I got lines that now it's like when you use those lines, you got to try to kind of make it more of a joking matter. Like kind of in between. You joking, you make them feel like you joking, but like you serious at the same time. You know, older women, straight to the point. If you in your 50s, hey, listen, I'm trying to, hey, we both adults. I'm trying to get to you. I wouldn't say it as rude, like I would be kind of assertive with it, just kind of like ease on into it. To see me, I'm kind of different. I deal with a single mother. I ain't gonna play stepdaddy. I'll deal with her though, and I'll make it clear, hey, no this, and you know, I'll be cool, joke around with the kid or kids, but I ain't gonna like try to be their father or nothing like that. Now, if the kid wanted some advice or something, came to me for advice, that's different. But I'm not gonna try to lead somebody else's kids, you know, especially if he in their life. We're gonna come back with a part 2. Y'all stay tuned.